All right, sir. We are back on audio and video recording.
Good evening, and welcome to Primetime. I am Ron Burgundy. Did I sound good? Do you think I could do like...
That was awesome. I
think I might stop podcasting with you and just go be a weatherman or something. Chris Cuomo just got fired from CNN, so they might need me. You know what I mean? They might need me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So might try to do that.
Okay.
All right, let's get the show on the road. Welcome to this week's episode of Movie in a Pod. I am Clyde Smith.
And I am Javier Villalobos.
On this week's episode, we are discussing the trailer for The Lost City, a quick spoiler-free review of Spider-Man No Way Home, the latest episode of Hawkeye, and our movie of the week, The Woman in the Window. Kind of shaking your head no there. I don't know what that was for.
I don't like spoiler free. It's been like a week. Go see Spider-Man.
Go see Spider-Man right now. Let's just hop right in it, dude.
Let's handle business.
Let's just handle business, man. It's been a week. We got this new trailer. We got some more Channing Tatum.
Yes.
With Brad Pitt and our main girl, don't tell our wives, Sandy B.
Right.
The Lost City, man. Talk to me.
I like how this is just on the heels of the other Channing Tatum movie, the Dog, right?
Yeah.
I think this is going to be like that perfect role for him. Because that's him, right?
Yeah.
The model, the...
washboard abs.
The actor. Yeah, that's him all day long. And I think he's going to play that character very well because he has before.
The perfect bone structure. Yeah.
Just amazing, right?
Dude can dance.
We know that.
Have you ever seen him pop lock and drop, road? Like, he does it the best.
Does he? All right.
I mean...
I think that was a little overshare, but we're good. We'll be all right.
It's been a week.
No, the concept of this one seems pretty cool. Sandra Bullock's character... I don't quite remember their names, but her character is like a book writer, and she ends up in her story. I love how Channing Tatum's just like, I got to prove myself. I got to prove I'm more than just a model.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's just going to be him, man. And acting kind of goofy, you know, how he does. You know, just that mindset of his that he's in a lot of movies where it's just like, I'm just here having fun, guys. Let's get this movie done. And I think it's going to be great. And then Brad Pitt with his hair flipping.
There's a lot of gorgeous people in this movie, and Daniel Radcliffe, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. There's just so many gorgeous people. And Harry Potter.
Yeah.
No, man, this looks fun. I think the comedy is going to be brought out. I love seeing Brad, man. I love seeing Brad Pitt do comedy. Like, he doesn't do it often, but
right.
I think those guys who don't do it often, they're actually really, really good at it, man. Because one, you don't expect it.
Mm-hmm.
Two, like, you know that he worked on his stuff. He worked on it. He's going to deliver those lines. It's going to be fabulous.
Yeah. It's
going to be deadpan because it's Brad Pitt and like he doesn't do comedy really. I want to see him do more of that, man. That's definitely what I love, man. You can't save he's probably going to save the day here, but no, man. I'm just ranting. This looks fun. This looks like it's really going to be an enjoyable flick. Daniel Radcliffe as the rich villain. Sure, sign me up.
Handle business, right?
Harry Potter got a new bag, I guess, you know? So, yeah, we got to definitely check this flick out. All right, man, let's get into it. The movie everybody's talking about this month, obviously West Side Story, right? We got to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am excited to go see West Side Story, by the way. But no, the bigger movie everybody wants to see, if you haven't yet, you need to, Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, Javi, I know you are not a fan of no spoiler reviews, but this movie is doing numbers right now and it's traction. Let's wait a week or two before we actually dive deep into it.
Okay.
But I just want to say
we only have 1 week. We only got 1 week. So.
We're not coming back for season 3. Are we being canceled after this?
Well, we got. This is episode 23. We got 24, and then we got our season ender. We don't have a whole lot of time.
Oh well, I think we're both going to talk about it in our season ender.
That's why you're the host, my man. You're correct.
Definitely.
That's why you are the creative side of this project.
All right, guys. So speaking of that, little housekeeping. We do have something really awesome in store for our 25th episode to finish out season 2. Really excited about it. Been working on it. It's so good that Javi doesn't even know what it is yet. Okay,
no clue.
But he's excited for our 25th episode. No, man. Let's talk what we can about Spider-Man: No Way Home. We once again can't say much. But from what we can say, 5 buckets of popcorn, bro.
All day. The action was there. The comedy was there. The nostalgia was there. This is a movie that you want to see on the biggest screen possible. Yeah. Yep. A lot of moving parts in every scene.
Oh, dude. But it felt like it kept going. It was never just okay, what was that there for? Everything was serviced.
It's a pretty long movie, and you really don't feel like you wasted time.
Yeah.
There's every scene means something, and it leads to something else. And we were in there for a little while. We were in there for over 3 hours.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. I mean,
with trailers and everything.
Even I remember Homecoming and Far From Home, there was some down parts in there, both fantastic movies, but there were some down parts in there where you're just okay, this is okay, but this is filler. Yeah. This is filler right here. No Way Home, there was absolutely none of that. Everything made sense. Everything fit. Everything helped to get to that next point. It was just fun, man, the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
You are going to you're going to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to cry.
1 tear. That's all you're allowed.
Gangsters, bro.
I don't know. Andrew Garfield pulls more than just one out.
You just hit a spoiler. Thank you very much. I appreciate
it's been a week.
I appreciate our spoiler-free review.
Listen, if people didn't know that them two were not in there, I applaud it.
Really?
If you didn't know that was going to happen at this point,
yeah,
to me, that is actually really amazing.
I will say this, okay? I knew Tobey Maguire was going to be in this movie. There was zero doubt in my mind that Tobey Maguire was going to be in this movie. Okay, he's not doing anything else with his life. Okay,
but I'm saying for me, let's say for me, up until the movie actually released, there was nothing really that was 100% that's what's happening. But as soon as it was released, that Friday or whatever, by the time Sunday rolled around, things happened, man.
So I go zero dark 30, bro. I go zero dark 30 when a movie that I'm excited about, because there's the Facebook, there's the Instagram, there's the Twitter, there's the Reddit. The Reddit is the worst. There's YouTube.
That's a general statement.
This is for everything. Reddit's the worst for everything. Reddit, if you do want to sponsor us, hit us up on Gmail, okay? But you're the worst, okay? And then there's that new thing that the kids are on, the TikTok. I don't even know what that is, but there's spoilers on there. So I go zero dark 30, bro. You know what I spent my weekend doing? Yeah. Watching Seinfeld on Netflix.
Okay.
Phone
Fair.
was down the entire time.
See, and that's impressive.
It was tough, dude. I was sweating bullets.
I bet.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, it's been a week. Come on. By the time this pod drops, it's been a week. That is my statement that I've held every time we talk about something. it's been a week since we talked about it and recorded this pod, and it's still days later after we record this pod. Come on. I won't say anything. I mean, you just spoiled the other one, so don't come on to me. You said Tobey Maguire.
I am going to give you guys. I'm gonna, you're right. I am going to say one thing that you guys need to know going into this movie if you've never seen it before, okay? If you've not seen it, if you're waiting for like a week or two, I did want to tell you this, okay? And I apologize. So if you don't want to hear this spoiler, fast forward like 10 seconds, okay? But here it comes. All right? Bruce Willis was dead the entire time. Okay, I had to tell you guys that, okay? I had to tell you that, okay?
Just let it out, man. Just let it all out.
Just gotta. Now you know, okay? Now you can go into Spider-Man No Way Home and you're good, okay? You fully understand what's going on there. No, man, this was the best Spider-Man movie that I've ever seen. And I don't know if it can be topped. I mean,
and just fun character interaction.
Yeah. And like the way that it ended, like the way that it ended, I wanted to watch 2 more hours. Like I just wanted to just go into like, all right, let's go for the next. And when I was like, I know we can't go anymore, but like, give me some more of this, man. Like it's totally fan servicing and so much fun. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. Sorry about the Bruce Willis thing, guys. All right. Let's move forward here.
Okay.
The latest episode of Hawkeye. This was the episode.
Yes.
This was like Kate and Clint not together, not working together, doing their own thing. Mm-hmm. Still end up meeting up at the end because obviously they have to. But dude, he put the Ronin suit on. And when that suit's on, I feel like he's like Batman. Remember the scene from Batman Begins at the docks? He's like taking dudes out and everything.
Oh, yeah.
That's the vibe that I got here. And I'm like, dude, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, like when he is Ronin, it's almost like the suit gives him actual superpowers.
Right? It's like a different persona that he puts on that suit, and he's like Michelangelo or Donatello, like one of the turtles now, I feel. Leonardo, that's the one with the sword. Leonardo. Yes. I love the turtles. I just couldn't forget. I had a brain fart.
That's all right.
This episode was fantastic from start to finish. You saw Clint in a very dark place. Yeah. Talks to Natasha, says he apologizes, but got to do what he has to do, and goes to put down the I forgot her. What's the girl's name? The deaf girl. Always forget her name.
Yeah, I do too.
Doing her thing on there, by the way, but he goes to like take down all of her people, and then Kate on the opposite end, Kate the entire time is trying to call him, like just calling him, can't get a hold of him, just leaving voicemails. So
Echo is her name?
Oh, okay. Echo it is. It's a good name.
Yeah. So that's all I got right now is Echo.
Hey, it's good enough.
Yeah, that'll work.
We're with Echo. Echo.
We'll just cut that up to make ourselves sound cooler. I'll make sure that happens.
Echo. Okay, anyway. What was your favorite part from this episode, man?
I was just really enjoying that Kate and... Are we spoiling? We're not spoiling?
We are spoiling this.
I was enjoying that Kate and Yelena kind of bonding moment, I guess is what you would call it.
The mac and cheese dinner?
Yeah, exactly. just a really funny scene. Like, I mean, it's very serious, what they're doing, but it's like these two bouncing off of each other was fantastic. Yelena knowing that she can, like, she was telling Kate, she's like, I could have killed you before you came in the door, whatever. And Kate like, yeah, I got you. When I was coming in the door, you could kill me. I understand. Their banter back and forth on this one, and like it kind of shows you Kate can also interrogate kind of the same way the Black Widows do.
Yeah.
Like she's just talking and conversating and is still able to pull out certain information and kind of get that emotional attachment. And she kind of did the same thing as they do. And I thought that was pretty fantastic in this scene.
Yeah, man. So that was fun. I like seeing very good actors sit down and have a table read. That's literally what what that scene was.
Mm-hmm.
And they go back and forth. The stakes are extremely high, but Yelena with her jokes and then like Kate with her snarkiness and everything going back and forth. It was just a really good scene.
Yeah.
Where like we leave Kate with just kind of, Clint doesn't want to work with her no more. They're not partners, basically like get out of this situation. And now she's in front of Yelena, who's definitely has the possibility of killing her. And leaves her with to stay out of her way. So the first thing she wants to do is go warn Clint, and that's fearful for her life. Remember, she's a kid still, right? She's like in her early 20s, and she suits back up, goes out there, helps out Clint, lets him know. So now he's, she's the target. She's in Yelena's way, basically. How that's going to unfold, no clue, but super excited to watch, man.
I really enjoyed, I can't remember this guy's name now, his LARPer friends.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember that guy's name. But he ends up back at this guy's apartment, right, and they're hanging out, and he's kind of trying to stay low. And as they're eating dinner, the big surprise of the episode happens, right?
Oh, dude, super excited about this, man.
Yes. Do you want to spoil it, or?
Well... I'm going to sound really giddy, right? So I'm gonna take it back, right?
Okay.
The Ben Affleck Daredevil movie had a character called Kingpin, played by the late great Michael Clark Duncan. Did a fantastic job. Wanted to see more of him, but that movie flopped because it was Ben Affleck in the early 2000s, and Ben Affleck flopped in the early 2000s. Simple as that.
I mean that. The whole movie didn't do him a big favor either.
Nope. So fast forward, after the Avengers 2012, Marvel makes a deal with Netflix to produce some Marvel TV shows on the web series Netflix. The first one that comes out is Daredevil, and Daredevil stars Charlie Cox, and it also has Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, played by the fabulous, the amazing, the totally talented, okay? This dude was in a movie that we did earlier, okay? Vincent D'Onofrio plays Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin.
He's been in a few of them, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is back. He is in the MCU again as Wilson Fisk. Super excited. I do have a few questions.
What you got?
Will everything be canon? So all that stuff that happened before, will it be canon? How is he now? Is he like a different Wilson Fisk? I have so many questions, man. Also, Wilson Fisk, man, now that he's back in like the Marvel MCU, and I know like Spider-Man's with Sony, but he's also MCU, so it's weird. I hope to see Tom Holland and Vincent D'Onofrio like on screen together. There's so much that they can do, man. Like the MCU in the world just keeps getting bigger and bigger, but it was only a picture. It was only a picture at the end of Kingpin, and I was thinking like, what does this guy know? Like, what has he been a part of? And how is Kate's mom really involved? Because the whole time they're talking big guy, the boss, the leader, who you work for. And in the back of my mind, I'm like Kingpin, but I'm like, they're not bringing this guy back. They're not. There's no way. Or they're going to recast. Yeah,
that's what kind of I was curious about myself.
But when it was him in that picture, I'm super excited, man.
Yeah.
We'll stick tuned. We got 2 more episodes, brother. So hold on to your seats, guys. We'll spoil every second of that show.
It's fine to spoil Hawkeye, but
because like 2 episodes of like you're He's just messing with me, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
My amazing co-host is just messing with me. We actually got into a fight earlier, okay?
Yeah.
I called him a dude. I called him a duty head. He came back with love. He's a Care Bear, so.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Copy. Something that we never talk about are the amazing vehicles in these movies, man, that we watch. I mean, let's talk about our top faves, bro, for a second.
Yeah, man.
That Aston Martin DB5 from James Bond, acclaim, just fantastic. That 89 Batmobile. Tim Burton's Batmobile, Michael Keaton's Batmobile, just badass, iconic. I'm not a muscle car type of guy, but Eleanor, that 67 Mustang Shelby GT500 from Gone in 60 Seconds. Whew.
You got me there.
Oh, that's a perfect car, man. And probably super iconic, more than any of those other ones, is that DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future.
Yes.
Like, that was a character itself, and just fantastic, brother. Just classic dope vehicles that helped out our protagonists get through their movie, man. What are some of your favorites?
Of course, the DeLorean. 100% agree with that one.
Oh, fantastic.
Mine are a lot of muscle cars, man. 1977 Pontiac Trans Am from Smokey and the Bandit.
Fire.
Dom's 1970 Charger from the first Fast and the Furious. Interesting fact, I have a photo next to one of those cars that I took at Universal Studios when I was younger.
Ooh, nice.
1958 Plymouth Fury from Christine.
Ooh.
And that Ferrari 250 GT from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Dude, that one from Ferris Bueller's, man, is just fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite?
Well, it's going to definitely have to be Dom's Charger overall. Just American muscle. No matter where you go, these things make a statement.
Yeah.
What about you? Which one would you choose?
It's that DB5, man. It's the ultimate spy car. Like, I love James Bond. I always wanted to be a spy. This car has pop-out gun barrels behind the front headlights, revolving license plate, a champagne cooler in the armrest, smoke screen, oil slick. This car just screams badassery, man. Like, I wouldn't use any of those things, but super cool.
Let me ask you a question, though. Do you have to have a license to kill to drive it?
You know what? You probably should. All right, team. So we want to hear about your favorite movie vehicles. You know the socials. Movie in a Pod on Facebook and at Movie in a Pod on Twitter and Instagram. All right, JV. Enough talk about that good stuff, man. Let's hop into this week's movie, man. You ready?
Yeah, man. Always.
All right.
Always.
This week we got The Woman in the Window. Came out this year, 2021. This is directed by Joe Wright, written by Tracy Letts.
We had a $40 million budget on this one, and as most of Netflix's financials, the actual revenue from this movie does not exist.
You ain't seen them books, dog.
So I would love to actually know how they figure that out, but not going to learn it right now. So that's where we're at.
Before we jump into, remember Quickstar or Quickster? They had the streaming service, which was Netflix, but they tried to do the DVD service, and that was going to be like Quickster or something like that. I don't know why I just thought about that. Anyway, who's starring in this movie? I'm sorry.
We have Amy Adams as Dr. Anna Fox, Gary Oldman as Alistair Russell, Anthony Mackie as Edward Fox, Fred Hetchinger as Ethan Russell, Wyatt Russell as David Winter, Brian Tyree Henry as Detective Little, Julianne Moore as Catherine Melly, Jennifer Jason Lee as Jane Russell, Janine Sorales as Detective Norelli, and Tracy Letts as Dr. Carl Landy, and Maria Bozeman as Olivia Fox.
All right, man. So before we hop in there, Give us that quick synopsis of this movie.
So Dr. Anna Fox believes she's a witness to a murder across the street from her home. Authorities do not believe her. The family across the street actually is there and is against her story as well, obviously. They eventually all convince her that it's all made up. She's going through a hard time, a lot of mental health issues here, a lot of drinking, medicine. But we get to unravel this mystery alongside Anna, and we find out the end of her story was actually right, but everything in the middle kind of takes us through this real interesting plot twist.
So basically, it was all a dream. So we got as Javi's over there trying to collect himself, man. Yeah.
Wildly unexpected.
All right, so we have this doctor, Anna Fox, and she is suffering from agoraphobia, where she does not leave the house. She's afraid of the outside. You don't really know why. And this is an interesting movie where it puts you right into the middle of her like breakdown. It's a psychological thriller, and it puts you right in the middle of her breakdown and the week that follows. It's different because usually it's like leading up to it, but it kind of drops us right in the middle of like her just with the pills, with the hard drinking of the wine, with the watching all the old school black and white movies. Yeah, man. This is a wild ride.
Yeah, it doesn't reveal a whole lot at the beginning, which is kind of part of the mystery of it, right? Like, we don't really know what she's really going through. Like, we have no idea where she's at, and we think she's just making it through her day, right? Like, yeah, basically taking it one day at a time.
Let's go hop right in here. We got Amy Adams as Dr. Anna Fox, who is the lead character. I guess you can call her the protagonist. She's a child psychologist, but she's also going through something because she's suffering from agoraphobia. She's taking a lot of pills. She's drinking a lot of alcohol. She has her psychiatrist come to her house and have conversations and therapy and sessions with her as well. Talk about a woman who is suffering from something. You don't really know what at first until it like unravels. Yeah. But Amy Adams did this actually very well. I was thoroughly surprised. It's something difficult to do, is to play such a layered character. You know, she's very highly intelligent. Obviously, she's a doctor, psychiatrist in her own right. But to be going through what she's going through at the same exact time is very intense. And she showed that through her performance.
Yeah, she is very kind of a mystery in herself, right? Like, along with the plot of the movie and everything going on around her, she's also a mystery that kind of unravels through the plot, kind of like a little sub story which supports the main plot of the movie.
Yeah,
she hides it very well until it's time to kind of let it out, and then we see such good emotion, right? In these times where it's like it's going from what we think who we think she is and where she's at mentally to like just flips all the way over to the real mental place she's at when she kind of starts remembering things that, you know, she's been doing that are not real, and then realizing the reality.
Yeah, like her in this role for this movie, she pulled this off, man. I was thoroughly expecting a really crappy performance. One, it's Amy Adams. I don't think she has the ability to do a crappy performance, but I was not excited to even watch this movie. That was one of the bright spots of the movie for me, was just watching her kind of descend into madness. It's very believable, and you're enjoying this. Like, wow, I cannot stop watching the screen because of what the hell is going to happen next, or what the hell does she think she's going to see or do next. We have the great Gary Oldman as Alistair Russell. first and foremost, like Gary Oldman as Alistair Russell. Like Alistair's a badass name, okay?
Yes.
Like it's just super badass. And that's kind of the only thing I want to talk about with him, man. He's got a badass name.
Okay.
No, there's actually a lot. So he's the neighbor across the street. Just moves in with his son and daughter across the street from Amy Adams, and it's obviously called The Woman in the Window. She sees what's going on. She definitely has voyeurism in her, where she just kind of views and sees what the hell is going on. She can see right into their brownstone.
Yeah, it's like the only entertainment she's got, right?
Exactly. You know, you get kind of bored with black and white movies. So
yeah.
No, man, but he is a mystery by himself. There is a lot to him. Why did he get fired? Did he get moved to a different firm? Is he with this firm? Did he kill his assistant? Did he have an affair with his assistant? There's so many layers to him and questions where you don't get all the answers at the end, but like Gary Oldman, he's just, when he's on screen, he's just so confident, right?
Yep.
In everything that he does. And it's no different in this movie. We're just like, yo, this dude is believable and this chick is crazy. Simple as that. You think that every time he's on screen.
right.
Even when he's arguing with her, saying like, you know, stay away from my son. He's a boy. You're a grown ass woman. He has a believability about him, and it's almost scary, and it scared her. So Gary Oldman in this movie as well did his thing.
Yep.
Really quick, because he's in everything. Just I don't know how this guy's in so many damn movies, but Anthony Mackie.
He was in this movie very quickly as well.
But like, I feel like I feel like he did his scenes and then walked down the street and did like Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know what I mean? Like that's what it felt like. Like
him and Wyatt, they both
right?
They were just stopping by for a minute. Like, y'all filming something? Oh, yeah, we'll hop in on it. Let's do it.
I guess if you have a few minutes, I can do something. You can do a scene or two or whatever you need from me. He plays the husband, and throughout the entire movie, you don't see her on the phone with him. You just hear, as she's going through her day and doing whatever, you just hear them have back and forth conversations, which, you know, is a mechanism that's been used before, where you might not see her on the phone. You might be on speakerphone and you just don't know, or something like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's that deep story behind that as well, that as this onion unpeels, you get more information. Biggest thing for me, it wasn't really a surprise. Your thoughts, Avi?
It wasn't a surprise, like
that Bruce Willis was dead the entire time. Yeah.
That wasn't a surprise. Okay, I can't say that it wasn't. That it was like I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened.
Right. But that's what I was. Yeah.
I wasn't like, oh man, they, you know. I'm trying to think of words, but yeah, it wasn't like a big surprise.
Right.
But it wasn't like something I was expecting. It was just kind of like okay, that fits.
Exactly. And I guess what I mean by that, man, if you want to take like The Sixth Sense, for example, when Bruce Willis was dead the entire time, like M. Night Shyamalan did a bunch of fast cuts revealing that he did die in the beginning of the movie, and he's been dead the entire time, and showed us glimpses of this. This was kind of a slow burn. It was just like, hey, your husband's been dead. Your husband's dead. Your husband and daughter are not alive.
All right, that was a big spoiler.
Yeah,
yes.
You know, watch the movie. It's on Netflix. Spend an hour 40 watching this, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm sorry. It's been a week. All right. I said, damn it, we've hit our spoiler counter, Clyde. We're maxed out for the week.
Need a button over here.
You do need to start bleeping stuff out. Like that would be hilarious. Okay.
I might do that. That'd be great. I might just bleep. Just a beep right there where you're talking, just for like, no context or whatever. Just gonna be a beep, and then come back in.
I love it. All right. We got Fred Hetchinger as Ethan Russell, the weird son of Alistar. You can tell from the start this kid is going through something.
Yep.
And really should not be trusted. Like, that's the kind of vibe that he gives off. Like, I wouldn't have let him in my house.
I agree. He was a little too friendly, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, not in a, hey, what's up, handshake kind of friendly. More of like a, I'm going to attach myself to you and I'm going to follow you around kind of friendly.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that's
really
what they
creepy.
call that? Stranger danger.
Stranger danger. Yes. Yeah. Keep away from this person, okay?
Yeah.
Nah, he had a interesting role. Seen this kid in a few things before. Fred, he was okay, man. He wasn't really believable in his role, and the payoff is like, oh, of course you go this route. I'm not going to spoil that, though. So
Okay, fair enough.
Wyatt Russell, David Winter, first and foremost. This is an interesting movie where it seems like more of a Alfred Hitchcock type movie, right? And Wyatt Russell plays this guy as you don't know who this guy really is. He lives in the basement. He's her tenant. He comes and goes. We find out that he has like a parole hearing, some bar fight in Boston. She also throws that shit in his face. That was messed up, by the way. That was really messed up. I'd have been like, what? Like, we talked about this. You said that we were good.
Yeah. Right. We had we spent a long time in that,
we had
in that area trying to work this out.
About this. Yeah. So he plays that red herring where you don't know if he's good. You don't know if he's bad. Yeah. He's kind of there. He's the creepy looking guy. Comes across nice. Also comes across really weird at times.
Yeah.
And that's Wyatt Russell, man. He is that guy. He kind of can bring that weird to it.
Yeah.
Just a few more characters, not too much, man, before we get to our next section. Brian Tyree Henry, Detective Little, probably my second favorite character in this whole movie, man. He was a very small role. Brian Tyree Henry, I want to see him do more stuff, dude. This guy can definitely act and hold his own.
Mm-hmm.
And the opportunities that he's getting and has set up for the future, just really excited for this guy. Our holdover from last week, Julianne Moore as, I can't even reveal her name, or you already did. Catherine Mealy, is that a spoiler? You can just bleep that out, whatever.
I don't know. I don't know how that works, but
whatever.
It is what it is.
You can figure it out. Guys, leave comments in the section. Oh wait, Javi blocked those. So you can't leave comments. Hit us up on our socials. Let us know how we're doing with this thing. So,
you say with mistakes? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Let us know about
somebody
all the mistakes.
We need somebody to keep up with the spoiler counter. Please.
Yes. We gotta hire a third person just to keep up with that.
We're gonna have a Reddit page just to mispronounce names and spoilers we said we weren't going to spoil.
We're going to get canceled before we're even a thing, dude. Okay,
oh my goodness.
Before we're even a thing, we're going to get canceled. She plays a very mysterious woman, which is cool. I don't know if I like her with blonde hair, though. I don't like it. Nope. Don't like it at all. Julianne Moore to me is a redhead. Needs to be one.
Yep.
Jennifer Jason Leigh's cool. And then Tracy Letts, the writer of the movie, plays the psychiatrist, and it's a very small role. Really quickly, man, let's talk about the look and feel of this movie.
I think it really brought us into her mind. I feel like that home of hers was like her mind, right? Just closed up and kind of real dark and lonely, to be honest with you.
Damp. I got that feeling as well, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever seen Benedict Cumberbatch as Sherlock Holmes?
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic show. So he talks about like his mind palace. I felt like that her brownstone encompassed like her mind palace. Like she was there, but also what was really happening, what was not really happening at the same exact time, right? Was she crazy? Is she really seeing these things? Did this person die? Did this person not die? Like, what's going on here, right? And I felt like that place really was like a living, breathing character and represented like an extension of Anna.
Yep.
So the look and the feel of the apartment, which is literally the only set, the only set the entire time,
downstairs and upstairs.
yeah. We spent a little time on the roof, just a little bit, but we spent a little bit of time up there. But no, you've definitely felt like that place was her, and as she matures to the movie and everything, you see why she has to do what she has to do at the end. You can't be there anymore. And then, the music itself was a little terrifying, a little scary. It always kept you on your toes as well. As far as like, you always wonder like, is she crazy or is she not crazy? Like that's the whole vibe, like the house, the music, the lighting and everything. Joe Wright does a great job with the production of this. Top to bottom, with just getting into the mind of Anna Fox and everything encompasses that. I thought that was really cool. All right, let's go for a theme.
Sounds good.
Thought long and hard about this. All right. Bruce Willis was dead the entire time. I'm joking. Okay, I'm done with that joke. All right, I'm done with that joke, guys. This is a story about a woman overcoming obstacles in her life and trauma, even though she's a psychiatrist herself, and getting on the other side. And sometimes, in order to get to that next point, you have to go through something wildly dramatic, wildly crazy, in order for you to get to the other side. Now, that's not saying that that's a theme that everybody needs to go through. And this is also based off a book, but it's also real life. People suffer from agoraphobia. People suffer from
all kinds of different things like that.
Mental illness with like pills and heavy drinking and wanting to be a loner and stuff like that. That's her life. And that you as an individual, you can overcome that and you can overcome your shit. I think that's what Joe Wright and Tracy Letts was definitely trying to say through this movie.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said.
Thank you, sire. Dude, I gotta do it, man. I was not gonna do it, man, but I gotta do it. This is weird. I'm putting it here. I fought Doc Ock in the theaters last night, guys. All right.
Yes.
So we're in the theater last night, and I sit next to this kid. My seat is next to this kid. He must have been 15 years old, a little overweight.
Oh no!
And I walk up to him. It's dark, right? Walk in the theater and it's dark, and I see some
quick question. Was he already sitting there when we got there?
He was already sitting there, dude.
Okay.
Yes.
I was trying to think about that earlier because in my head I was like, I remember you were like, where do y'all want to sit at? And I just kind of sat at the very end.
Yeah, because you're an asshole. But continue. He's like, I'm not sitting next to the kid.
There was a sofa seat and then there was a single seat. I mean, I didn't know who was, coupling up. I was.
Yes. It's me and 6, Carmen and 7. No, me and 7, Carmen and 8, you and 9. That kid was in 6. Yeah. But we walk up from the first one and we go all the way down. That's why I asked you guys which side do you go in, because I know we're at the end. That's what I was trying to tell you. But anyway, we're walking down it and I see this kid and he has I don't know if they're crutches or like a medical tubes or something, but it's like I see these metal devices attached to him.
I didn't notice that when we walked by him.
Bro, that was the first thing I saw before we got to our seats. Is the first thing I saw. I'm like,
yeah, that had nothing to do with my seat choice. I just didn't see it.
Yeah, whatever. So Javi obviously sits down in 9, farthest away as possible. Carmen sits down in 8. I sit down in 7. this kid is apologizing literally the entire time about these Doc Ock arms that he has constructed, I guess, out of like tubes and duct tape or something.
Yeah, it was like hard, like dryer vent.
Yes.
Like a flexible, like dryer vent hose. And they were not small.
They were not.
And like I said, I didn't notice them before I sat down, but when he was shimmying them off,
dude, we're not even there yet. Okay, that is the best part. That is the best part of this. Okay, so the trailers start, right? We're watching like Maria Menounos, and she's doing her newbie stuff that she does all the time. And after she's done with that, she's been doing that for decades, by the way. I just realized that. I can't go to the movies without seeing Maria Menounos. But anyway, the trailers start, and the entire time, he's just like pushing it back. It's right here, like 2 inches away from my ear, and he keeps pushing it back behind us. But it's like a mechanical arm. It just keeps floating back towards us, and it keeps brushing my ear. The entire this Doc Ock arm is like tickling my ear. He keeps kicking it back. And I'm like, dude, that's not going to work, all right? Like, this is not going to do it, right? So he just, like, kind of holds it for a little bit through some of the trailers, and I guess it was really uncomfortable, so he just kind of lets it go, and it, like, whacks me in the face.
Yeah, I would have lost my mind.
It whacks me in the face, and I'm like, dude, we got to figure this out, dude. You're over there talking. You also got these arms. You can't do both, man. You can't do both, right? Like, I got to have a real conversation with this 15-year-old kid. So he's like, all right, I'm going to take him off. And he tells me he's going to take him off. I'm like, I don't need a play-by-play, dude. I'm good. But he gets up, and like, there's people behind us who's trying to watch trailers. He does not care. He gets up and like shimmies out of them, dude. He shimmies out of them, right? It's like, you ever see like, okay, how do I do this? You ever seen anybody take a wetsuit off from surfing,
exactly
right?
What it was.
Yes. He shimmies out of this thing, right? And like drops it to the ground, and, like hops out of it. Like, what? Why did you wear this to the theater, bro?
I don't know how he was sitting down. Like, my mind is still like boggled by the fact that he was sitting with that device on.
So he sits it down. He sits it down in front of us, and it's like on the rail. When he gets up to go to the bathroom and comes back, dude, he tramples all over this damn thing, man. I'm like,
there was like, they were like, when they were sitting there leaning on the rail, I was looking at them, and they were like 2 seats wide.
Yes, they were huge.
Like
so basically, I mean, I got no fight with Doc Ock.
Yeah. Y'all
I mean, I won. Obviously, I'm a thug. All right, so
wasn't there like one of his arms laying in the walkway or something when we left?
So I still don't know why people don't watch the entire Marvel movie until the lights come on, because you're gonna get something. But he left as soon as
not true fans, man.
Not true fans, but he left as soon as the credits started rolling. And as we were walking out, we did see like a piece of his arm. I wish I would have took a damn picture of this, man. I really wish I should have, bro. I should have got a selfie with this kid, dude.
Been good on Facebook.
I was so mad and dumbfounded.
That whole scenario was messed up. Because then there was like flashlights. I guess he lost something in the seat.
He lost his.
They were up with their lights on as bright as they could. Then they left.
Then they came back.
And were like just flashlights on. Everybody's just sitting there like, and they're in front of everybody.
Oh my god!
Because we're at the rail.
Yeah.
And it's just, other than that, man, I enjoyed the experience with the rest of the crowd, though.
I think so. Yeah.
That was a good audience that was reacting to the movie and having a good time.
Yeah, man, fantastic. I had to get that story off my chest, man. So
that's awesome. I want to say one more thing though to the trailers real quick.
What's up?
How cool is it that Tom Holland is starring in this humongous movie, and also has a trailer for another movie playing before his humongous movie.
Yo, man, I said it. I said it when I was leaving the theater last night. Tom Holland is the hottest movie star in the world right now. There's nobody hotter than this kid, dude. I'm sorry.
I was thinking that when the opening trailers were coming out, I was like, this dude had some movies showing right before his movie. That's awesome.
Like, you know. And like, that goes back to Entourage. That goes back to like Ari Gold and Entourage, dude. You got this movie, you got to have the next one lined up. And what did Tom Holland do? Had the next one lined up, man.
Ready. Fantastic.
All right, guys. So that is our conversation about The Woman in the Window. Javi, talk to me, man. What were your thoughts about this movie?
This is a pretty fun mystery. For me, it didn't really feel like anything really new. It just had its own like little twist, right?
Yeah.
You know, at the beginning, I'm watching it and I'm like, I've seen this movie before multiple times. Then you get to the middle and it starts to do its thing, right? A little unraveling here, unraveling there. And we get the twist. But, I mean, it was a fun movie, man. I'm not going to watch it again, though, to be honest with you.
No.
This will give you a 2 buckets out of 5 for me. That's mostly just because of Amy Adams' performance for the most part. And Wyatt Russell, really. He was all right in this one, too.
Yeah.
What about you, man?
Yeah, man. This gets a bucket and a half for me, bro.
Oh, okay.
I like what they were trying to do, and I like Tracy Letts' script. I just feel like the delivery was not. When you do a psychological thriller, man, you want to be thrown off. You want to be like wowed, right? And I know in this day and age with all the M. Night Shyamalan, with the Alfred Hitchcock and everything, it's difficult to do. It's like putting together like a really good like horror flick. It's difficult to do in 2021. I totally understand that, man. But I would rather you not do it than not do it. And then you try to do it and you swing and miss, you're gonna not get as many buckets of popcorn from me. And this one is that, man.
I think it was that little conversation we had earlier too with like Anthony Mackie and his role, where when it came time to reveal, it was kind of like, of course.
Yeah, like that.
You know, it wasn't like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. And that's kind of the problem with it. That's how it was through the whole movie.
There was no oh my god.
Yeah.
and like to get a theater or get somebody to do that, right? To have like share that emotion for something that this person is going through, that's a good twist. All psychological thrillers, I believe, need a good twist. This one, it had the twist, but you saw it coming from a mile away.
Yeah. So
it wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah.
The bucket and a half though goes for Tracy Letts' script. Just the knockdown wasn't as good. The look and feel of it, and then Amy Adams' performance. I did enjoy those 3 things, but that only warrants a bucket and a half from me. So, yeah. Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, talking through The Woman in the Window. Next week, we'll be talking about Arrival.
And you can stream that one on Hulu and Paramount Plus.
I am Clyde Smith. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as I am Clyde D. Smith.
I am Javier Villalobos. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.